It's been several years that I've been learning English, but I still don't understand what native speakers say, and like the way they speak is so fast and weird, and it's totally different from what I used to learn when I was in school. What is wrong with my auditory skills, or is there any problem with my ears? Okay, let's talk about listening. Firstly, you are an English learner and you are struggling with your listening skills, or if you don't understand what native speakers say, nothing is wrong with you. So this is what every language learner has to encounter in their language learning journey. I'm also experienced in trying to overcome this stage. So in today's video, I'm gonna share some useful tips that I really use to improve my listening skills. Okay, so let's dive into it. In the early stages of my learning journey, it was such a absolute better to deep with listening. Like the way native speakers say was so fast and like so confusing, and I was like, oh my god, how is it impossible to understand what they say? So I just got like 40 or 50% for their context, like whenever I listen to podcasts or watch TV show. So at the point, the best thing I can do to improve my listening skills was like to listen as much as I can. So this is tip number 1. Listen as much as I can. So always find a moment of space to practice your listening skills, like on the way back home, at the bus stop, while waiting for your bus. And fortunately, there are so many free resources on the internet you can listen to, like podcasts, free English websites, and YouTube. You'll get like more and more familiar with the like sounds, pronunciation, and the way they speak, along with you listen as much as you can. So the most important part in this case is to be an active listener while you are listening. So this is tip number 2. So being an active listener means that like immerse yourself in a context while you are listening. So open your ears, open your heart, and like be ready to respond to the new word. And seriously concentrate on every single word that the speaker says. This will help you to get a rich understanding of the system of language. At this point, I want to share my simple way for practicing your listening skills. Okay, so let's say I watch a TED Talk video on YouTube. So the first 2 or 3 times I watch, I don't use subtitle. So I just carefully listen to like what the speakers say, I guess what the context means, and by the way, like I understand like 40 or 50% for the context the second time, and like 60 or 70% for the context the third time. So after this stage, I open the subtitle button and watch video again with the transcript. If I also want to like deeply analyze produced and linking sounds, I can slow down the speed of the video. So at the point, I completely understand and see the whole context, and then I can check what's the pronunciation that I got with the transcript. So it's like training our brains like to get more and more familiar with the language, sounds, and melody. So this is how I practice, and it's an incredibly effective method. The next step is coming. Tip number 3, expand your vocabulary. So vocabulary is all the essence for listening. So maybe you are already familiar with the language, sounds, and like pronunciation, and the way they speak, like unique native speech, like how they reduce sounds, like how linking sounds work. But if your vocabulary is so limited, you'll never ever understand the context. So now the last tip is to try to be familiar with different accents. So today, only Americans don't speak English. Only British people don't speak English. Like English is the world lingua franca, and like different people from different countries are like using English as a communication tool. So if you only like watch or listen to the American way of speaking English or like the British way of speaking English, you'll miss out on the chance to experience like other different accents all around the world. So yeah, I know that it's impossible to listen to like every different accents all around the world, but just do it as much as you can. It's really interesting, and you'll find it's such a like very incredible way to practice your listening skills. Okay, so these are some useful tips to boost your listening skills, and I really hope these tips will be helpful in your learning journey. By the way, if you are new on the channel, this is a quick introduction. My name is Chitar, and I'm a passionate language learner of English and native speaker, and I share about language learning tips based on my English learning journey. And then I want to say thank you so much for watching this video until the end. And if you think this video is helpful or informative, you can like this video and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell down below not to miss out my weekly content. Okay, so bye bye for this week.